about the Sienna boss at the area office with the mandate to come and pick up people who were carried out of this state. They were detained in Abuja on the instructions of the Inspector General of Police for more than 2 weeks. And when we confronted the IG in Benin during the peace session, which we refused to sign, he claimed that, he had arrested people for murder. When he finally was forced to charge them to court, the charge read possession of firearms. And as I speak, you have people, you have citizens in Suleja, in Niger State, being detained because they don't want them to participate in elections on Saturday. When you create situations like this, it's just, what it results to is just lack of trust, lack of confidence. When the opposition candidate is campaigning with a police helicopter in the state, I don't think it's a very fair or level playing field. It's not right. We receive a lot of intelligence, but when we pass them on to the authorities we're supposed to, we don't get the feedback. We have intelligence of arms movement into the state. We have intelligence of thugs being housed in certain hotels. And on and on. We're not saying we are innocent. We're saying in a political season like this, it's one of contestation. But we don't want it to lead to loss of lives because it is totally unnecessary.
We have seen how other countries conduct elections peacefully. In fact, people are working and doing their normal thing. I just wonder why ours seem to be different. But I just want to assure you that members of the armed forces are here to support you in this election, to make sure that the election is peaceful. Our drive, our mandate from Mr. President is to ensure that it is peaceful, free, fair, and credible. And that is what exactly we're going to do. Why I'm here to also look at see the troops and address them critically for them to understand the importance of free, fair, and credible elections. Nobody is to take sides. Whoever it is that is popular and the people want, we want the people to be the ones to select who they want, not who is being imposed on them. So at that, I can guarantee you, the days of impunity are over. This election shouldn't be war. People shouldn't die because they want to go and...
Amen. They all make all this talk. And on Saturday, if you come to Mayegun's Diary Political, from the morning of that Saturday, I'll be there hosting the happenings, all the happenings from morning to afternoon to evening until they will make an announcement and declare whoever they want to at the time. And then, the day after, and then the days after, and after, who are those that will go to court in their charade elections? Charade that they call elections. They have a similar election, well, not governorship. They're having an election in Akwa Ibom. It's called I think that one too is happening this weekend. Where Akwabiole was in Akwa Ibom yesterday to tell the supposed APC to brace up. And he was telling them that Tifnumbu has approved the creation of local government election, something that instead of the state to conduct local government elections, that Tifnumbu has created INEC to be conducting local government election. So the usual culprits, Akwa Ibom. Still talking about elections though, or selections.
There are people who may say, let us dismiss APC. APC does not exist in Akwa Ibom. Do you think anybody can dismiss you? No. Can anybody dismiss you? No. The fertilizers I'm mentioning will also come with tax of rights in all the new government. Can anybody dismiss you? No. I will tell you something. APC no power. Nobody over my square. What's up, anyway? It could get in the by saying, I'm you, even APC no power. Chairman, I thank you for the opportunity. I thank my colleagues for coming with me. I will not take too much time, but I want to assure you that we haven't seen anything yet. I'm going to be around with you to witness the distribution of food products, the fertilizers, and other things. We may not do it today because of time. But this mammoth crowd here, you are in charge of your various units. You are in charge of your various wards. Are you not going to win the ward? For the local government election coming up, those in support that APC should take over the entire state, up with the local government election, say, I want you to shout so that the president will hear you, that the local government autonomy that is spearheaded is working in Akwa Ibom, because local governments are now going to be autonomous. They are going to work for the people. I want you to shout so that you will hear that the state Akwa Ibom said all the local governments have done APC. So when you are shouting, raise your hand in the sky so you can see. Are you going to win the local government elections? I will work for you. I will be there for you. I'm already there for you. I'm already there for you. I will mention that over 100 of you have already entered the police. I will mention that today. I will mention that since it is local government, let's give them the fast. And maybe when I come, oh, by the way, I have to go local government by local government. So I will in the media.
You see that crowd? Nigeria is, or Nigerians are irredeemable, unfortunately. And it goes everywhere shouting, those is about it, hi, those is about it, hi, local government autonomy. You'll be hearing about local government autonomy, Abi. It is a scam. It's not going to happen. It is like this, your minimum wage. Remember, they said that minimum wage, they will start paying minimum wage in May. This is September. They still haven't paid. Because they won't give you any minimum nonsense. You know, we'll get, maybe when you get to 2026, then maybe they can then begin to talk about your minimum wage. Between May and September, they have increased the price of petroleum products in Nigeria 2 times. Meanwhile, they told the labor NLC that they won't. If NLC accepts 70,000, Tifnubu won't increase the price of petroleum. Now they've increased it twice. Local government autonomy. They've been talking about it since when? April. This is September. It is not. It's calm. But guess what? They give you something to begin to look forward to and say, okay, even if that one they do now, if that one they do now, at least if not that one they know they do anything, you will suffer it. APC tell you something, you believe it. Really? The only thing they have for you is APC, the government of palliatives. Whatever it is that is troubling you, they will give you rice. You know about that, don't you? Whatever your complaint is or what have you, they will give you rice. So, and where the rice is not getting to you, they will give you a gear like this one.
This is becoming a big threat now, because I see no reason why my recharge, within a week, 10,000 naira is gone. What's going on? David, please come.
Yes, sir.
Can you remember the last time I recharged this light?
Yes, sir.
When?
I think last week.
Last week.
You recharged 10,000.
Last week,
Yes.
and the light has finished.
Yes.
This morning, last week to this morning. Today is what?
Saturday.
Today is on the 13th. You can imagine, what's really going on? Where are we going in this country? Where are we going? Waiting be all this nonsense gone. Waiting be all this rubbish. Whenever they do, waiting be all this one. Fuel, we not fit buy fuel. Light, we not fit buy. We not fit buy light. Ṣé o gbé ṣe ni? Ṣé government ní ìjà wèrè ni? Ayé fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. Èwo ni gbogbo òṣì kan tẹ̀ fún wa? Ẹgbẹ́ akúrò látòrí iná tán lẹ́sọ̀ pé ẹgbẹ́ aṣọ di ban A. Now see, to buy 5,000 naira light, you'll be giving me 20 units from 75 units. Are you people mad or what? This is become.
Bros, don't worry. APC may want to whine you, but no worry. They know they whine you. Now reality. Kurubu, bring this thing down, or else.
Kurubu, order you to bring that fuel back immediately. Order effect. Kurubu, me, Rogediye, I dey go Yamata now. If you dey feel blind person, Kurubu they blow whistle. They look God Kurubu, all the way no they talk. What fully mind. If you dey fear big person, put basket for faith. Kurubu me come out amo. Kurubu they remember waiting of fion to tell him papa. Say he do way papa he chest they fire. If papa tell am say my pikin na death way they their family. Kurubu if in Nigeria finish, you go remain. Kurubu me at the verse. No food because of fuel. Nothing for house. You know I get sense. And they talk to you the buga. Where you dey go the buga. You know say I know nobody now you are money with the India people. Kurubu relax now small challenge that they tell you. I say me Rogedi the verse. Alpha. Never there for you. Jesus! Small pikin sleep mess. And they tell you. I won't wake you. Then you heard your dog. Kurubu me they tell you. How far? I never eat. What thing they worry you? Person go they talk to you. You go they buga. See me. And the vet not be met or not be sight so they look for so all my eye on you. Order you to bring that fuel down. Immediately effect. Kurubu.
Àsìkò òǹgbẹ lọ́tún lósì. Ẹ̀mí ò sì káàrẹ̀. Jagaban Karim.
Jagaban Karim. When the shege enter body, even grandma go make video. And Mayego will see it. And to those ones who know they make video, I bet a lot of you probably do your own madness in private. It's a para. But if Numbu is deaf and dumb, as things stand, Bukwari.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Fellow
Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning. Going forward, we spoke about the Lagdo Dam that is going to be released soon, and the states that are going to be prone to massive flooding. I haven't seen preparation. I've been expecting to see, or I've been looking around to see some of these states and the people who experienced this flooding 2 years ago. I was expecting to start seeing them evacuating and all of that. People know they know they do anything right now. Maybe they are praying to God that God will prevent it. God will prevent it. God will protect his own children. Really? For those in Kwara State, they don't see they see the snippets. It's called the snippets. Somewhere in Kwara. Flood intentionally already. not be NEMA. I no deal with ecological something agency. I am not with hydro something agency. Whatever all those names they give to themselves. I am just Mayegun, who believes that Awikoto Dani Agbajaka Dini, which means he will want you ahead before fighting you. He's actually a good fighter. I want you to get prepared for what is coming. Somewhere in Yobe, Jigawa, they also had a bite of what is coming. Flooding.
Kalle da ruwa yake fasa yana bin hanya. Wannan hanya ne kwalta ne fashe haka gashi nan. Jama'a Adamawa muna cikin wani yanayi ba shiga ba. Ya salam ba gada na tafiya. Gada na tafiya.
Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn.
Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Do not wait to be caught unaware. Not that I know what you need to, not that I actually have any other solution for you than to run. Like, run, oh. Run, oh. For them in Maiduguri, where Zulum and Co. stole over 816 million naira, shared it among themselves and gave clean bill of health to allow, is that what it's called? Allow them. In Maiduguri that has now claimed more than 200 lives, but they officially say it's claimed more than 40 lives. I believe it's more than that. They said it's rendered over 1 million people homeless. Well, I believe it's more than that too. For Zulum, they have created refugee camps. That is its own area of specialty. When the Boko Haram terrorists took over 14 local government areas, yes, they still control over 14 local government areas of Borno state as we speak. Zulum told all of them to come to state capital. They opened refugee camps here and there. A place where after collecting allocation, donations from other foreign agencies or foreign aids, right? It will go there and share rice, bag of rice. Sometimes they had a little money to eat. This is achievement of a Zulum. In some places, it's built houses for these refugees. Now that allowed them as, washed everything away. According to him, they have built more 35 refugee camps. Places where they go to share food, rice, tomato sauce.
Thank you very much. So far, so good. We established about 36 camps, IDP camps in the state capital in order to provide immediate shelter to the displaced communities. Most importantly, we decided to give each of the individuals affected, that means both male and female heads of household, have received so far 25 plus 10,000 naira, in addition to some certain condiments. This is so far what we have been doing. And then in terms of health facilities, water facilities, Ministry for Water Resources and donor partners are working in the camp in ensuring that, these facilities are provided. But somehow, our final decision is that in order to separate the wheat from the chaff, what we have given them is meant to keep them for the next maximum 2 weeks. But as soon as water body receipts, those that can go back to their homes can go back, while government has started, making assessment of the communities that are affected in order to provide relief materials and other support directly to them in their localities. Because at the end of the exercise, we observed that quite a number of people that are not affected have started trooping into the camps, and it has become very difficult for government to separate the chaff from the grains.
And we do understand that this flooding has cost more than economic and infrastructure damage. This was happening just as schools were about to resume, Governor Zulum. What has happened to education in Borno State at this time?
Yes, because we have extended the resumption of the school by about 3 weeks. But most importantly, I've directed the Commissioner for Education to ensure that all those areas that were vacated are being taken over for fumigation so that students can resume latest in the next 2 weeks. Out of these 36 camps, about 15 of them are schools, I believe so. So what we did was that since some have started going back to their homes, we decided to collapse the numbers. We decided to collapse the numbers of camps. That is what we call camp merger. So the schools should be deserted, while funding has been released so that academic activities in the schools will resume. We cannot afford to miss education because one of the root causes of the insurgency is illiteracy, and we shall do everything possible to ensure that academic activities are resumed within metropolitan and Jere local government areas in the next 2 weeks.
I write another boo-boo. Well, I wish them well, or I wish them what they wish themselves. Talking about going back to school, in the Tifnumbu's economy, where a lot of parents are completely ignoring the issue of school because they can no longer afford to send their children to school anymore. Not in this economy. Here is a parent who is telling us what it is like in that part of Nigeria right now. What it is like to actually survive in that part of Nigeria as we speak. In fact, in Nigeria generally, as a whole. Sir.
Good evening, Nigeria. This topical issue is a very critical and sensitive issue that borders on the lives and well-being of Nigerians, because the situation we find ourselves today is a pathetic situation whereby every parent is not having it easy. We are having sleepless nights. We are receiving calls from all quarters, from all nooks and crannies of Nigeria on what to do, how to go about it. For instance, before the current recent increase in the price of petroleum products, people are managing to at least send their children to school. Now with the increment, everything, even toothpick in Nigeria, the price has doubled or tripled. Likewise, the cost of sending your child to school. If you have children about 5, 6 scattered around public schools, now let us even talk about the area of public schools, that every state government or whatever are saying is a free and compulsory basic education. How do you transport them? How? Because the pump price now is alarming. Now, when you go to buy, last week on Friday, I happened to visit one of the commercial banks. The queue of parents I saw waiting to access a soft loan to complement their salary to pay the children's school fees is alarming. In fact, some banks turn down requests that they don't give such soft loans. Because you collect, if you are collecting the loan, you are collecting based on your supposed income. The increase of minimum wage, the what have you, that has not been realistic. How can a bank give you a loan on that? And schools have resumed, with the exception of, is it Edo or Kano State and Kaduna State that are resuming on the 15th or thereabout. Parents are finding it very difficult to pay school fees that is exorbitant. And when you look at the area of private schools, because the children attending private schools, when you take the ratio compared to what we have in the public school, government will just, they cannot